It was the last day of school before Halloween break. The teachers at Redwood Middle School were planning a big costume party for the students, complete with haunted decorations and games. But there was one place in the school everyone knew to avoid: Room 105. Legend had it that years ago, a teacher named Miss Abigail used to teach in Room 105. She was strict, with piercing green eyes that seemed to follow you no matter where you stood in the classroom. One rainy night, she stayed late to finish grading papers. The next morning, they found her desk empty. Miss Abigail had disappeared without a trace, leaving behind only her chalk, snapped in two, and a single line on the blackboard: "Some things should stay hidden." The room was locked and never used again, though students swore they saw movement in the dark windows sometimes. On Halloween night, a group of friends dared each other to sneak back into the school and take a look inside Room 105. Armed with flashlights and nervous grins, they crept through the hallways. As they approached the door, they noticed something odd. A thin mist was seeping out from under it. One of them reached for the handle, only to find it was unlocked. Inside, the room looked frozen in time. Desks were neatly arranged, and Miss Abigail's chalkboard still had faint outlines of lessons from years before. But then they saw it, written in fresh, white chalk, as if someone had just written it moments ago, was the same phrase: "Some things should stay hidden." The door slammed shut, trapping them inside. Their flashlights flickered, and they could hear a faint scraping sound coming from the back of the room. Heartbeats racing, they turned to see a shadowy figure slowly standing up from behind the teacher's desk. It was Miss Abigail, her green eyes glowing in the darkness. "You shouldn't have come here," she whispered, her voice echoing around the room. The friends pounded on the door, screaming, but it wouldn't budge. One by one, their flashlights went out, leaving them in complete darkness. The next morning, when the janitor opened Room 105, all he found were empty flashlights scattered across the floor. And on the chalkboard, a new message had been scrawled in angry, jagged letters: "Stay away." The school kept Room 105 locked after that, but some nights, you could still see faint beams of light flickering inside and hear the faint, eerie sound of Miss Abigail's chalk scratching out warnings to anyone who dared get too close.